What's up, everyone? For today's project, a couple weeks ago, my older brother gave me his old Telecaster body. I believe it's a Mexican Telecaster, and he upgraded to a really nice Sunburst and gave this one to me. It's in good condition, couple chips, couple scratches, but still very nice. So I thought, I guess I got to build a guitar out of it, and I started scouring the internet for parts and things. However, Fender Telecasters are 25 and a half scale, and I prefer to play the Gibson 24 and 3/4. So I'm going to attempt to make this Telecaster a 24 and 3/4 by using a Gibson style neck and maybe some modifications here and there. Let's take a look at the parts I have so far. So what I have, starting up here to the left, I ended up having these two pickups. These are Seymour Duncans. One's an Invader and the other one's a Dimebucker. Those were kind of left over. I had another guitar, I put those in, and I don't play that guitar as much as I'd like, so I'm planning on playing this guitar out in the band I'm in, Just Another Band. If you haven't seen anything, go ahead and YouTube Just Another Band and check out some of our songs. So I really want to play this out in the band, and so I wanted some good pickups, and I just happen to have those available to me. The bridge, I went with a humbucker style, which is totally against Telecasters, and anybody who loves Telecasters probably going to be a little upset with this, but so I'm going with a humbucker style bridge along with a humbucker style neck, and the pickguard I have is a Pearloid. I don't know if it's white or literally called Pearl, but that's that. I have a couple of strap buttons from another guitar that I replaced them with strap locks. Those strap locks are pretty awesome. And then here are tuners. You really can't see them, they're still in the bags. We'll get to those later. And there's my Gibson style replacement neck, which seems to be great quality for the price I paid. All these extra pieces that I've purchased came out to like 130 bucks. So trying to keep it a budget build to see if I can build a good guitar for a nice budget, and but also have a couple donated parts such as the pickups and the body. And obviously here's a closer look at the body. I'm gonna have to do some modifications, some routing, and we'll see. I don't know yet. As far as the controls, they're in the mail. They're being shipped today. And the buttons for the back of the, you can see right in here, there's little ferrules that go into these so the strings can sit in there. This is really the only major chip there, but other than that, this body's pretty good. There's a couple chips around the ferrules, but I think that's to be expected. Let's start modifying. So first things first, I gotta get this neck, which is actually I'm actually pretty impressed with this neck. I think it was like 46 bucks or something. I expected not as good as this, and I thought, well, for the money, let's give it a shot and see how it goes. So obviously, bolting on a short scale neck to a longer scale body is just not going to work. But what does that mean? I don't know. The neck does fit in into the neck pocket, which is good. It's a little bit loose, but I think we'll be okay. I gotta cut out a couple of these corners here. Maybe I can get this thing to sit in, and I can already see I'm gonna have to go ahead and notch out the neck. So so the fretboard extends into the pickguard, because I think that the original scale is far too long. Not really the greatest measuring, but close enough. Yeah, we're like 26, so I have to lose a good 1.25 inches, and I can get a 1/4 inch out of this neck pocket. Maybe a 1/2 inch out of the neck pocket. Well, and if I extend the fretboard over, maybe 3/4. So that's getting us close. Okay, so my first modification was to just square up these corners of the neck pocket, and I think this thing is a, well, I don't know. I got a couple of splinters up in here, but that's okay. I got this to fit really nice, and now I'm thinking about notching the neck, so that way the fretboard can be more, I guess, in that area. But instead of routing out the neck and losing that nice tight pocket, I'm going to route the neck whatever that distance is, so this whole thing slides forward. And then I think that would be good, at least for the neck joint. All right. Let's figure this out. Okay, so a lot of sawing, but I prefer to go slow and make sure I don't cut too much. But as you can see, I notched the neck, and I got a little bit more to go. But you can see how this now fits. Pretty nice. There we go. And the only thing I have to do now is I have to make a relief for the pickguard. So it's not quite big enough yet, so I might do the chisel and maybe get a sander block or something like that. But so far I've at least moved the neck in a good 1/4 inch or whatever this is, or 3/8, whatever it is I cut off. So I should say relatively square. I'll square it all up with the sanding block, but I'm going to take a little bit more off, get a little closer to the fretboard, and put it together. Okay, so now I got this pretty good to where that all looks nice, and the this is nice and loose underneath there. See if I can do this. There you go, nice and loose. I think that's good to go. I think it looks pretty good. Really looks okay. Now I got to modify the pickguard. I may bolt the neck on just to make sure that that's good to go, because I think I like where it is. The rest of the adjustments will be down at the bridge. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, so just using some hand tools and things. We got the neck on, pretty tight, which is good. I think it'll be fine. I mean, there's no rocking in it at all. I'm good with that. What do you think? Not too bad. Should be good. But so now the next thing to do is I'm gonna get the pick guard to fit the new neck pocket. But I'm pretty satisfied with that, and I don't think I'm ever going to take the neck off. So as long as it's in there, we're good. Yeah. Do that. Then we'll work on the bridge, get the bridge to fit. Now, this is where, now that I have the neck bolted to where I like it, I'm going to have to measure from the nut to the bridge and make sure that that's 24 3/4. And we'll see how we do that. I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll make it happen. It'll be all right. So I got the pick guard on, only on with 2 screws, but pretty good. I modified it to fit the neck, so everything looks really good. Now for the bridge, which I gotta measure and see, but regardless, I have to modify it, and I may have to cut a bit off. We'll see. Looks pretty good though. So according to my measurements, this is where the bridge has to go. And I tried looking down the neck to make sure if the strings were on, they would be straight down the neck. That is very critical at this point, especially when I'm deciding where the bridge goes. But right now I'm going to cut the pick guard to fit the bridge, and then I'll get the final spot for the bridge when I have room to move it around and make sure it's absolutely perfect. So.
Dreams are bounce, but never can I fly. They end because
All right, routed out for the second humbucker, the bridge. Should be good to go. At least I hope. I may have to do a little bit more, but let's see here. Maybe go something like that. That should be okay. Okay, next up, probably route out where the strings go through the body, because now that I moved the bridge up, I'll have to do something with that. Alright. Okay, so I mounted the pickguard with the neck pickup, and the bridge is just set in here, just to kind of get a feel for what it's going to look like, and I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy indeed. I got to mount the bridge now. 4 screws. It should be pretty easy. And then, oh yeah, I have to route the holes for the strings that go through the body, and that should be okay. But just wanted to kind of get a glimpse of what she looks like. Pretty nice. I love it. Bridge is on, pickguard is in, the strap buttons, got those on. This thing's really coming together. I'm still waiting on the controls. That should be shipped here today. Also the ferrules that go on the back for the strings are coming in today, and the strings are coming in today. So I'm going to focus my attention to the headstock and go from there. Okay, so the headstock's done. Trying to figure out if I want to put something on it. It needs a little character, but it still looks good. Also, the mail came, so I got the rest of the goodies. Strings, ferrules, I bet this is the controls. Ooh. Wow, yeah. Tell you what, that's pretty snazzy.
So there you have it. Telecaster converted into a Gibson scale style guitar. Plays pretty nice. The neck needs some adjustments. The nut's a little too tall, and the string height needs some adjustment. But not too bad for just modifying a Telecaster body to a bunch of random parts bought on the internet. Very happy with it. So I guess there's nothing left to do but to play, have some fun, and we'll see you on the next one.